Hello everybody, my name is Brahma3 and today I'm going to be showing you guys an absolutely crazy video, guys. That's why I'm going to be showing you guys how to do the streaming quality, high crisp quality. You want to be like the pros and don't want to be the bad quality, blurry, blocky. You don't understand why it's happening. I'm going to be showing you guys how to do the proper streaming settings for OBS and Streamlabs OBS, whatever it's called, guys, and also your recording settings. So it's also going to be, we're going to be looking at if you have low spec, high spec, mid spec, this spec, that spec, and just seeing what you can change to make it better. So first, when you open up the OBS, right, OBS, you're going to go to the settings here, right, click the settings, and it's going to pop this up. Wow, so much stuff here. For the general, you don't want to change anything. You can change the theme if you want. I like this color guide. So what you want to do first is go to the output, guys. You go to the output, guys. You're going to go into here. It's going to say output mode. For you, it might say simple or advanced. I don't know what you have set up. You're going to click it and make sure it is advanced, right? We are advanced, like we are crazy guys, right? So after you do that, you're going to go to streaming if you want to be a big man streamer, right? After you click the streaming tab here, guys, go to your video encoder. This is very important, right? Click this and click on your GPU, right? Your GPU will either be NVIDIA or AMD, maybe Intel if you're a crazy guy, but if you're not and you're looking at this video, you probably don't know much about computers anyway, so you probably have NVIDIA or AMD. So make sure to click the NVIDIA X264. If you don't know what it is, it's your CPU, your processor, and you don't want this because you want processing power for other things, and also it's not as good using it. So using your GPU will be a lot easier for your computer. So you go ahead and click on that. This, we're going to look at this after the Scala output, right? After this, you're going to go to your encoder settings here and go to rate control. Make sure this is CBR, right? Don't put CQP, don't put the VBR, don't put losses, right? Losses will be a bit crazy, right? Click on CBR, and this is where we're going to look at for your internet, right? So this is not your computer specs, right? Your computer specs don't really matter for this that much. It is about your internet speed. So if you don't know your internet speed, go to speedtest.net and look at your download upload speed. What we want is your upload speed, right? If it's 10 megabytes, you want to put like half of that, right? So put like half of your size if you have slow internet, right? If you have fast internet, gigabyte speed, crazy rocket ship, then it doesn't really matter, right? So this 4500, this is for 720p over here. So if you have low spec, I suggest doing a rescale output here, 1280 by 720, right? This is because the lower the resolution, it's going to help tremendously with your performance on your computer. If you put 1080p and you have low specs, your computer, he's going to be breathing, he's going to be suffering, he's going to be suffocating, all right? You don't want him to suffocate, all right? So make sure if you have low spec, 720p, 4500 kilobytes. I actually tried 6000 and it actually looked worse somehow. I don't know how that even happened. So 4500 for me was the smoothest with 720p. Next, you want to go to keyframe interval 2 seconds. Oh, I forgot to mention also, if you have high spec, mid spec, you want to make sure that this is 1920 by 1080, right? So if it's 1080, it's going to be higher quality. Most people have 1080p monitors, so it's going to be same as your monitor. And then here, if you have 1080, change it to 6000 kilobits per second, right, guys? So 6000, by the way, is the max for Twitch. It doesn't look the best all the time, but 6000 max that they will let you, unless you're like a super partner, then they might give you like 8000 or 10,000. Next, keyframe interval, like I said, 2 seconds. This preset, again, is on your computer. If you have low spec, I suggest slow. Don't go higher than that. This is what you want. It's good. These don't give you as better quality. It is better, but you can't really notice it as much, and people aren't really going to be looking at every pixel, right? So next, tuning high quality, guys. No low latency, low, ultra low. Make sure it's high quality. We want the highest quality. Low latency won't really change much for Twitch because you already have like a low latency on Twitch. It'll be like 2 seconds. And then multipass mode, you can experiment with this. For me, I saw that single pass was the best in terms of performance and how it looks. This didn't really change how it looked for me, so this is on you. You could test it. I don't suggest full resolution. Try the first two and see what's better for you. Next, profile high. Make sure it is high. And then this, I think, is already enabled psycho visual tuning. 0 for GPU, and B frames will be 2. So this is basically for low spec. If you're high spec, 1080p, you could change this to higher if you want. 6000 if you're 1080p, and everything else the same. and it will look mighty crisp, guys. Then if you're doing recording, make sure that the video bitrate is way higher. Make sure it's at 15,000 if you're doing 1080p, because when you're recording, you're not uploading anything, so you have to worry about your upload speed. Just increase it. I will say that if you do increase your bitrate too much, it's gonna take more space. So if you do like 1500 million, then it's gonna be like 1500 gigabytes the file size. So you don't want that. So I put 15,000, very crisp, very nice for 1080p. So that is pretty much it for the output tab, guys. Now I'm going to be going to the video tab, guys. So once you go to the video tab, the audio, you can skip that. So this base canvas thing, people might not understand these two things. So base is basically this screen size, right? So you want to put the screen size of your monitor. My monitor is 1920 by 1080. So you put the monitor size here, and then you could change, you could put, all your alerts and everything. So this you don't want to change ever. So put your screen size and leave it like that. This you can change. So this is what you'll be streaming or recording in. Now, if you do it here, so let's say I do 1280 720, make sure the downscale filter is align source, like the last one, and that'll keep it crisp. If you're doing your screen size, you don't have to do that. As you see, it was like locked before. And the reason why I keep it here is because I actually rescale it here. So that if I stream, it's gonna do it in 720 anyways. If I record here, I rescale it to 1080, so it's gonna be crisp. Because my PC is also not the best best for streaming, so 1280 for me is the best. But you could also do it here. So if you want to record and stream in both, you don't have to rescale it over there. You can just do it here, and it's gonna be 720p. Then your FPS. So again, if your PC isn't the best, more frames, it's gonna take more power. So if you see that even at 720p it's struggling and your PC is dying, then you can go down to 30 FPS, and it's gonna essentially half the amount that your PC will have to work, because sending it out it's encoding half of the frames compared to 60. I do not recommend going under 720 resolution. So if your PC is really struggling, there's no point of streaming at 480p. No one's gonna watch your stream, if I'm being honest. So just lower the FPS value and try not to go under 30. If you could, maybe do 48. And I'll be in the middle. And I've tried this, and it actually doesn't look that far from 60. It looks pretty smooth, but generally most people stream at 60. So try to do this. If you can't, go to 48. If you can't, then go to 30. And if you can't do that, just don't stream. Get a new computer. I'm sorry, I have to say. So that's basically what you want to do. So low tier, low spec. Make sure it's 720p, 4500 bitrate. If you're upload speed, most people probably will have enough upload speed, have at least 10 megabytes for this, and everything else you want to copy here. And that's pretty much it for advanced. You don't really have to change anything here. Process priority, you could try high or above normal. However, I haven't seen much change on this. Here, color range, I've had people say the limited works. I've tried both and they look the same, so this doesn't really matter that much to me. These are the real things that you want to play with and try. Again, encoder, make sure it's your graphics card so your CPU is not dying. So that is pretty much it, guys. That is how to get the crisp quality streaming and recording on OBS, Streamlab OBS, whatever OBS. I don't know, there's like 20 OBS. And yeah, guys, so thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.